Guys, this is not a drill. The UFC is actually putting in some effort to sell a fight. It's crazy. I did not think this day would come again. But yeah, today we were blessed with an interview between Max and Illia where they finally met face-to-face via Zoom call. And Illia Topuria completely embarrassed himself. He doesn't really speak English well, so I'm going to cut him some slack. Maybe that had to do with part of it, but this dude was just blabbling nonsense. Max is not the best trash talker. He didn't really say much other than, it is what it is, brother. That's all he says. It's fucking annoying. Come on, Max. You had some good opportunities to get him in this interview. But I'm going to break it down, highlight the best moments, because it was entertaining. I enjoyed it. Again, I don't know if it's the language barrier, but Topuria just says the stupidest shit ever. It's so funny. I don't hate Topuria. I really don't. If you guys have seen any of my other videos, I may seem like a Topuria hater. I just don't like how dumb he acts sometimes. And he was so hypocritical in this interview as well. It was just stupid. You know, if Max is coming out on top after just saying, it is what it is, brother. We're going to find out Saturday night, brother. That's all he said this interview, basically. And he still somehow came out looking better. I don't understand. Ilya, you're so bad at trash talking. So the interview started with Topuria getting questioned about his fake BMF belt he bought. It was behind him, I think. It somehow ended up on his shoulder halfway through the interview. This guy is so weird. You have a real belt. Why are you doing this? And Max was just clowning him. He's wasting money on a fake belt. You just look dumb. And he does. But I do understand why Topuria is doing it, because Max is not putting up his belt for this fight. And I think Topuria said that. That's the reason he did it. It's not bad reasoning, but you can't put the BMF belt up while the real belt is on the line too. Then the BMF belt is nothing. It just, if someone holds both of them, the BMF belt is non-existent basically. Then Ilya praised Max a little bit. He admits he's been a long-time fan. And then he comes out with a pretty good line saying, when I knock you out, maybe you'll be a fan too. So that was a pretty good line. I got to give it to Ilya. But Max is just so chill. You can't get him like mad in the moment. Now, I do think he's getting under Max's skin a little bit more than all of his past opponents, because this guy's just so delusionally confident, and that's how he was going into the Volk fight, and it worked out. So it's a good mentality to keep going with, I guess, but Max ain't buying it, and I don't think it's really going to affect him that much in the fight. And then they just keep bickering a little bit till the interview asks another question. It's so funny. Their bickering is so chill, and it's like two old friends that haven't seen each other in a while just talking shit. It's pretty funny. We need to do these interviews more. Every pay-per-view, it doesn't need to be exactly this, but yeah, get the fucking fighters in a room together, face-to-face, something. Like, I don't know, build the fight somehow. They don't do anything anymore, and they expect to sell pay-per-views. I don't get it. And Max called him a spoiled child for buying the BMF belt, because he asked him why you buy the BMF belt, and he said, because I wanted one. I wanted it really badly, like a little kid. He did sound like a little kid a lot through this interview, literally mocking him towards the end of it in a squeaky voice. So cringe. And then Max claimed he was the best boxer in the UFC, and Topuria don't like that because he claims that as well. But I'm going to be real. Why are they arguing about this? Who gives a fuck? This is MMA. You're never going to be pure boxing, okay? You're going to be kickboxing. So if anything, Alex is the best. Shut the fuck up. Now, this is where it starts to get really just embarrassing and dumb from Topuria. He claims that Max didn't want to fight him, and he calls him out for wanting to fight Conor McGregor instead. He asked the UFC to fight Conor McGregor or Michael Chandler? What the fuck are you talking about? You called out McGregor after getting the belt. What is this Topurio guy on? I don't know what he's talking about. And he claims Max asked the UFC to fight Michael Chandler, the inactive nobody at 155, who nobody gives a fuck about. Not even at 155. He'll fight Conor McGregor at any weight class that daddy says, okay? He doesn't care what the UFC wants to do. He wants to do what his daddy McGregor wants, okay? And why would Max want to fight Chandler? I get it. He earned a 145 title shot off of a 155er. It doesn't really make much sense. But it's for the BMF, and this is the fight to make, so the fight got made. Why would he not want to fight you for a title shot and avenge Volk, especially? Volk and Max like each other. They're cool with each other. Volk is going to be praying for Max to knock the fuck out of Topuria. Max was just laughing at him, embarrassing himself, calling him a liar, because, I mean, he is. Why would he not want a title shot? No, he wants to fight Michael Chandler instead of a title shot at his weight class that he's been champion and defended, buddy, when he was way younger than you. So he also claims the UFC forced him to fight him. I mean, yeah, man, they just forced him to take a title shot, which gives him more money and more attention. You're not that scary, Ilya. He's not scared of you, bro. He's not more scared of you than he is of Volker Yair. No fighter in the UFC is scared of any other fighter in the UFC. I mean, they might be scared to go fight, but they're not scared of a specific fighter. You got some good boxing, some good knockout power, but how about you defend before talking all this shit, all right? That's why I just can't stand this guy. Shut the fuck up until you're that guy, okay? I guess I feel now how people felt about McGregor in his rise, because I was not there, obviously. But it's just cringe. I hate it. Ilya then says to Max to do that point to the ground shit that he did to Gaethje in the first 10 seconds of the fight, which, I mean, what a brain-dead thing to say. I get it. You want him to make it easy for you, but he's not going to do that. He's going to fight you the same way he fights everyone else. He's going to fucking drown you with volume and his crazy cardio and volume striking and drown you and maybe try to finish you in the later rounds. Now, I'm not saying I'm picking Max, okay? I'm probably going to pick Ilya. I'm still a little undecided. I think I said in videos before I'm picking Ilya, but I might change my mind. I don't know. I want Max to win so fucking bad, dude. I'm going to be praying to every god that night. My God, fucking Allah, the Jewish God, fucking Yahweh. Like, I don't care. I need all the help. And guys, Ilya might actually be a better gaslighter than DDP. This dude gets called a liar after being called out for just saying things that are not true. And he just says, I'm a liar, I'm a liar. Yeah, you're fucking lying. It's not true. And he just smiles at the camera like he's not. Well, this dude is a fucking professional gaslighter. Ilya then starts shadowboxing mid-interview. He claims it was to scare Max. I mean, this was just a goofy interview. It was so funny. I've rewatched it twice already. I'm probably going to watch it again tomorrow. It's so funny. I'm so hyped for this fucking fight, guys. You don't understand. Ilya then starts talking about balls or something, putting his balls in Max's face. I don't even know. That's probably not what he said, guys, but the Max then starts saying, stop touching yourself. We're on live TV. Like, what the fuck are these guys even saying? They cannot trash talk. The CTE is too far. I mean, Max definitely has worse CTE than Ilya, but dude, these guys are just yapping. And I don't care. That's exactly what we need. Like, it doesn't need to be blood hungry, cold like DC and Jones. It doesn't need to be that tense. We just want build up. We want beef. Like, we want maybe not forced beef. It doesn't need to be beef maybe, but we want at least interactions. We want arguments. We want controversial things said. I don't know. We want stuff to sell the fights. I really don't know what to say here. But yeah, we want this fights to sell, and they're not going to sell if you don't start doing this every pay-per-view. Not this specifically Zoom call shit. How about you get them in the same room? Like, boxing does that every fucking card. Every main event gets that treatment. Even Anthony Joshua and his washed-up ass. But yeah, that was basically the whole interview. It wasn't that long. I think it was only like 17 minutes. The interviewer, I don't know who it was. I don't know his name, but he did pretty good. He asked pretty good questions. I don't know if they were his questions or those were the questions given by the UFC staff. I don't know, but it was all right. Definitely could have asked a few more like controversial questions to maybe get more of the fighters mad. I don't know, but Ilya also needed to shut the fuck up. This dude would not stop talking over Max. Half the interview was just them both talking at the same time, so you couldn't really understand much. So that sucked. But other than that, it was a good interview. Ilya just ruined it in a lot of parts by talking too much. But yeah, that's basically it. One final prayer for... Oh no, there will be many prayers going on this month for Max to win. But yeah, I hope Max knocks out this cornball. If Max gets knocked out, I don't know. I might have to stop watching the sport for a couple weeks, guys. I'm going to fucking scream so bad if that shit happens. I actually don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to run like 10 miles afterwards if that happens because I'm just need to get the pain out my system somehow. It's coming fast. The fight's only in a few weeks, so we don't gotta wait much longer, guys. And yeah, let's hope this fight doesn't disappoint. God, just don't end in controversy. No one get injured. No one miss weight, please. Just both make it to the octagon at peak, healthy, please. That's all I ask for. And Max to win. Knock him out. I'll see you guys in the next one.